Hi, this is Luke and this is my very first Let's Play. As you can see, the game is silver and it's very quite old and it's something like 1999, so let's get straight into it. And here we go.
Be silent for Lord Fuse! It is decreed that all women of childbearing age will be taken before the Emperor's silver, so that he may choose a new wife. Any man or woman found impeding this order will be charged with treason and sentenced to immediate execution.
You abuse your power. This is a violation of our rights.
What rights? You belong to the Emperor. He will do as he pleases. Guards, seize the women.
No! Not her!
Be patient, William. Our time will come.
I trust no one else has a problem, because I've indulged your whining long enough. Guards, you have your orders. Move the women to the galleon now!
The guy's wearing purple tights.
We'll search the outskirts of town and ensure that no one attempts to evade their duty.
Scary face though, as well as his voice. As I mentioned, this is a very old game. I grew up playing it for quite some time. Always used to scare me huge.
You're late. We need to practice. You need to practice.
Are you in such a hurry to be beaten, Grandfather?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm constantly disappointed. But at least my student has confidence. Now, go into the house and get your blade. Amaze me with your swordsmanship.
And here we go, the gameplay begins.
Oh, I didn't hear you get up.
I wanted to practice with Grandfather, but you look so peaceful, I didn't want to wake you.
Have you eaten? You'll need to keep healthy to have any chance of beating him.
I will.
For some reason the game likes to play at something over 1000 frames per second. This little green circly thing that's used to select your character, you'll notice it's spinning repeatedly throughout the game. Very fast. The faster it goes, the higher the frame rate. I'm sure it wasn't developed that way. And here we go, our very first arsenal. Here's the pie chart menu. Got very used to it. And here we go. I've already gotten the apple. And the apple is the perfect way to start the day.
Now we can begin. Hold your sword ready and never take your eyes off your opponent. We'll start with some basic moves that will ease you into combat. Now you try.
And one of my favorite parts of the combat system.
Good. I see I'll have to provide you with more of a challenge. Next, we should try the lunge. When performed well, this move is deadly.
Control and forwards. As you can see, I'm using the mouse to...
Good! A powerful movement.
I'm not quite
you
sure
learn
why it's
quickly.
not showing you those.
Now,
But
a
it used
swipe
to.
requires a little more skill than a lunge, but less accuracy. Stand fast, and in one swift move, swipe hard to your right, like this.
Not quite sure if you mind me talking over the tutorials, but these are relatively
Very
simple to
elegant.
execute.
I hope your opponents appreciate such artistry.
But I
They'll
really
have no
enjoyed the mouse
choice.
gesture
It'll be the
system that
last
this
thing they
uses.
ever see.
Holding control and...
Always consider your assailant's position. This will help determine whether you perform the right swipe or readjust your stance and swipe left. Your strike lacks confidence. Assert yourself and make full use of your sword.
On confidence, old man. Here it is!
Good. One-on-one combat is rare. It's more likely that you'll face several assailants at any one time, so you have to be prepared
God,
for
I love
anything.
Grandad's icon.
And this move is vital.
I
Very
apologise
few
if
of
you
your
can hear the
opponents will
gypsies
have
in
any
the background.
pride and would rather leap at you from behind than face you directly. Learn this move well. Good. Your offensive training
That was a
is complete.
backward swipe
Now
that
you
it
must
didn't show
learn
you
to
there.
defend
It's a
yourself.
good way of switching your character around.
Your
quickly in
shield is
combat.
invaluable when countering attacks. Use it well.
This specific move depends on whether you equip your shield or not, because you can actually dodge. That's guarding if you right click, but you'll dodge if you didn't have a
Defend
shield.
yourself well.
And the tutorial
Your
will
training is
adapt
complete.
for that.
Get ready to fight and show me just how good I am.
And depending on how well you do here, there is a different contextual...
I'd say it was relatively even at the moment.
Excuse us, Jennifer, but David needs a lesson in accuracy.
Don't
at
worry,
that.
I have the washing to do.
If you
Besides, I
do-
love to watch you training.
If you do better at beating Grandad, you will actually get different dialogue there. And helicopter mode. Ooh. Here we go. And the story begins.
Tell me, are you still your father's lapdog?
Don't you ever learn? I should have dealt with you years ago. You're fortunate that I have more important matters to deal with. Your Emperor Silva requires a new wife. He may even choose this delicate creature. And then again, if my father isn't interested, I may take her for myself.
I don't think so.
I would kill you first.
Steady, lad.
Listen to the old man. Your wife has such beauty.
Purple tights, dyed
I've
hair.
gained so little pleasure
Here's
from
one for the women.
destroying it. Take her away.
I love you, David.
How touching. Women are far too weak.
Then the men who prey on them must be cowards.
Oh, you went
Why are
there.
you in such a hurry to die? Guards, stay here and see that they get their wish.
And here's your first example of the combat system in Silver. As you hit them and they die, the colours change of the numbers. It's basically a good way of seeing how close they are to death. Look at that run. I'm a coming, Jennifer. Is it Jennifer? Or is it Jessica? Oh dear. As you can see, very nice pre-rendered backgrounds.
There they are. Come on, after them.
Are we going to catch them? Is there any doubt in your mind whether we're going to catch them or not? Somewhat reminds me of the graphics in Final Fantasy VII, and it might have come out at a similar time. I don't remember when Final Fantasy VII came out. Are we going to catch them? Oh,
We're too
fudge
late.
nickels.
This time, but we will get her back.
Please, they've taken our daughter.
You're a rascal, George.
You have to help us. We're old and can offer you little, but
Don't worry. We'll help you all we can.
Did you see or hear anything that may be useful? Do you know where they're headed?
all the women were forced in the galleon. Fuge and some of his guards got into a smaller vessel. Both ships sailed off in different directions. Unfortunately, I don't know where either one is bound, sorry.
Where are all the villagers? Or all the angry husbands?
Some of the men have already banded together. They took their weapons and left in the direction of Haven.
Will she be all right? They won't hurt her, will they? She's all we've got.
Oh,
I couldn't
those two are going to have some really nasty relations. Flo and George.
She'll be all right, love. She'll be all right. Come on, I'll take you home.
What are you going to do to her, George? Ah, there you go. So, this is one of my favourite RPGs from back in the day. It is rather difficult to get it to run, actually. I had to do quite a lot to get this to work, involving a few patches, and here's the save.
I am the chronicler. I shall record your adventures in my book of legends.
Shall record
Tell
your
me
adventures
of your deeds.
in my book of legends. I did have one already, but that can be destroyed. So, there was a few patches involved in getting this running, and if you try and run Silver, at least on Windows 7, it'll come out in all funny colours. What you have to do is Control Alt Delete once you've got the game running, and then you have to exit explorer.exe, or end the process at least, and then it'll look fine. Control, what am I saying? Alt tab back into the game, and then it should work. At least the colours will be sorted out. Can't go back.
We should keep to our path. Any diversion will waste valuable time.
Right, old man, I get the idea. There is magic that you can use eventually, and we shall see that later. But for now, it's all about the sword fighting. Depending on the type of weapon you've got, as you can see, it's just a normal short sword at the moment. Lunges and the lunge or the swipe can be stronger or weaker depending on the type of weapon. As you can probably see so far, I'm a little bit of a lunge kind of guy, back sweep. But you end up using the backslash more as a way to turn your character quickly than as an actual attacking move.
Please, I have 8 children to support and very little money, but I'm a proud man, and my only request is that you look at me goods.
And this is the way you regenerate your health in this game. You got your gold there, and you buy a apple, a carrot, bread, or cheese. Carrot. Oh dear. Well, might as well have a few, I guess.
You've got taste. See you again.
One thing you may notice is a lot of the secondary characters have similar voices, which I can only assume is just to keep the budget down. And the one mysterious pulsating pile of goo, which I've never been able to interact with. Something evil here. You never come back, but this is probably the heart of the evil of the entire game, right there. Just missed.
Haven's Gates. They were built by an ancient race to protect their city from evil. Legends say only the pure of heart may enter. Well,
I think sound effects are a little bit too high. Let's see how that goes.
there's only one way to find out if that's true. Come on, lad. If a wicked old man like me can get through, you'll have no problem.
But what if my hatred for Silver betrays me?
Boom.
David,
Game over.
he's taken your wife. Your anger is justified.
I hope you're right.